Games and Strains. Yo, what's going on to all my gamers out there? It's your favorite Stone Gamer, your boy Big V, here with a new episode of my show, Games and Strains, where we just be smoking and talking about video game stuff. That's it, and that's all. You know what I mean? But before we get started, let me let the people know who we sponsored by. We sponsored by my brand, Skyzone.Society. Make sure you shopping at Skyzone.Society.BigCartel.com. What's going on to all my video game peeps, man? How y'all doing out there? How y'all doing? You know what I mean? I know it's been a couple of weeks since I spoke to y'all. Pardon me about that. Yo, I just been gaming and working, man. I've been gaming and dream chasing and trying to achieve some things that I want to do and things like that, man. But yo, we here. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody that was inboxing me. Yo, when we gonna get another episode? What's up with Games and Strains? Yo, we here. Games and Strains is here to stay. We're not going nowhere. You know what I mean? I am here. I am the Stone Gamer. I'm here for y'all. You know what I mean? Yo, man, I just been playing a lot of Destiny 2 at the moment. You know what I mean? Really been dialed into that. And I also been playing a lot of 2K WWE 2K23. You know what I mean? That's what I've been doing. And just working on new music. For those that don't know, I am a hip hop artist. I like to refer to myself as a hyper creative because I just don't do one thing for a living. I do many things for a living. You know what I mean? Me being a musician, a hip hop musician is one of them. Um, and I also do videography and photography and have my own film company, things like that. But yeah, man, those are the games that I've been playing the most for the past few weeks. A lot of Destiny 2. The Lightfall campaign has been amazing. Y'all know how I feel about that. If not, see the episode before this when I did an entire podcast on the Lightfall DLC. Um, yeah, man. Again, just been making new music. I got a couple of new albums I put out this year, new EPs and things like that. So just been taking time to make sure they're promoted properly. Got some things coming, videos and things like that. But y'all are not here about music. We're here to talk gaming. You know what I mean? We're here to smoke and talk gaming. You know what I mean? So let's light up if you smoke. If not, we can still talk gaming. No big deal. You know what I mean? Yo, man, this past week, a game that is near and dear to a lot of y'all horror gamers out there. Had a remake to come out. Y'all already know what I'm talking about. Let's talk about Resident Evil 4. Yes, I picked up my copy on PS5, though it is available on also other platforms, Xbox, things of that nature. You know what I mean? Go and pick it up. I don't know about Switch that much. I don't really dive into a lot of the Switch things. I'm more on the Xbox and PlayStation side of things. Um, not sure about PC either, but definitely it's on Xbox and PlayStation. You know what I mean? Let's talk about it. Let's jump right into it. I picked it up last Friday. Uh, First day. I bought the physical copy. Y'all know I love the physical copies. I pre-ordered it through GameStop. Shout out to GameStop. You know what I mean? Always holding me down. Thank y'all. Shout out to my man Phil too. My man Phil up at GameStop up here in Winston-Salem. Great manager. Always holding me down. Always keeping me in the loop about what's coming out. Thank you for that. So I picked up my pre-order copy. And just a little backstory before I get into how I feel about it. Again, this is a remake, the Resident Evil 4 remake. They had a PS4 version and let me just say they had a current gen version. They remade it because it came out, of course, years ago before the PS4. But they remade a copy for the current gen. And I didn't get to play it. I didn't get to play the old one that came out before the one that was on current gen. I didn't play any of them. When it comes to the Resident Evil franchise, I growing up, I made of not even growing up because my first Resident Evil was on GameCube. Um, I'm 39 by the way, so I got a GameCube, of course, well off into my adulthood. Um, I can't remember which Resident Evil it was, but I got on Resident Evil pretty late, the franchise. So I didn't get to play a lot of the Resident Evil that you guys are uh love and that you guys love and have grown to love and cherish so dear to your hearts and things of that nature. Um, my first Resident Evil that I really experienced full on was the Resident Evil 3 on PlayStation 4 when they came out with that. I went from 3 and I bought 7. Resident Evil 7 is really what hooked me to the franchise. Now I just can't get enough of it. And since then I went back and like I bought like every single last one of them from Resident Evil Revelations Part 1, everything Resident Evil made, I went back and I literally bought. I haven't played through all of them, but I literally bought because once I played 7, I fell in love with the franchise, and I see why a lot of you guys love the franchise. Shout out to Capcom. So I went and picked it up, and I didn't play the demo. You know, Resident Evil 4, the remake, it had a demo, the chainsaw demo. I didn't play the demo because I wanted to go into this game blind. I didn't want to have any expectations on it other than it was going to be great. You know what I mean? So I get in the crib, I load it up, and again, this was last Friday, and at this point now, I'm on chapter 4 at this point, about 4 hours in. And I gotta say, I love this game. As someone who loves horror games, I can see why this remake was near and dear to you all. I can see why a lot of you guys, why this is one of you all's favorite Resident Evils. And as I play through it, I can see it slowly but surely becoming one of my favorite Resident Evils. So let's talk about it. Again, the game is made by Capcom. Pretty sure a lot of y'all know that. And again, this is a remake. You know what I mean? I just want to keep throwing that out there. It is a remake. And I'm not sure how much, they added on to the story, because I was told that with this Resident Evil 4 with the remake, that they went in and they added they added on to the story via cutscenes. I'm not sure. I'm just speaking from a new gamer perspective whose first time playing this was last Friday. So, but to you guys who have played the old one, again, I just want to keep in mind that it is a remake, right? So, let's talk about the graphics, man. Graphically, I feel like it could have been better. I'm not saying it is bad, not saying it's horrible, not saying it's not playable. Please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. I just feel like that graphically it could have been better. Just my expectations, and just my expectations in my opinion. But I say that though, I got to be honest. I'm saying that comparing it to Resident Evil 8, which I need to not do, because Resident Evil 8 was a brand new game within itself. It wasn't a remake, wasn't a remaster, wasn't anything. It was a remake. Sorry, not a remake, but it was an original. Resident Evil 8, that is. So in my mind, while I'm playing through the game, I just keep thinking about how great that they made Resident Evil 8. They didn't apply those graphic type settings, in my opinion, to the Resident Evil 4 remake. It looks good though. And I have to keep reminding myself that it is a remake. It looks good, but I just want people to know that graphically, it is not up to the par of Resident Evil 8. So if you're thinking it's going to be, it's not. Looks great though. It looks great. Trust me. If you're a horror fan, please, you want to go pick this up. You know what I mean? I'm not dissing the graphics, but I feel like they could have been a tad bit better. And I only say that because they kind of remind me of the Square Enix Final Fantasy Strange of Paradise graphics a little bit, where they're good, but they could have been better. You know what I mean? And again, this is a remake. The Strangers of Paradise wasn't a remake; it was an original. You know what I mean? So they Square Enix could have definitely put a little bit more time, in my opinion, to those graphics with that game. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about Resident Evil 4. So, again, to me, graphically, it could have been a tad bit better. Not bad, but it's good. But to me, it could have been better. Um, it has two graphic modes, of course. It comes with the performance mode, and it comes with the resolution mode. Of course, y'all know me. I ain't playing on performance mode. 60 frames per second all day for me. But they do have that option for those that like to play on resolution or for those that like to play on performance. I like the fact that they did not decline to give us both options. Shout out to Capcom for giving us options. Options are always good for gamers. We all different. We all have different preferences. Some of us like motion blur, some of us don't. Things like that. So yes, you have two graphic modes to choose from. Um, I want to talk about the voice character. Well, sorry. I want to just talk about the voice of the main character in this game. Um, I like everything about this game, but his voice. His voice again, it reminded me like I don't know, almost like a. It was too similar to like Cloud voice on Final Fantasy, and y'all let me know if it's just me or I'm bugging. But I swear, like he sounds like Cloud. You know what I mean? I don't know if they were purposely going for that, but I didn't like that at all. I don't know if it was like that on the original uh Resident Evil 4. Y'all let me know. I don't know. Again, this is my first time playing. So if it is, or if it was like that on the original and they kept it like that, salute to Capcom for keeping it like that. Again, it's a remake. It's a remake. It's not original, not an origin, it's a remake. So if it was like that and they kept it that way, salute to them. I personally didn't like it for me, for a new gamer coming into this game. It was just too similar to Cloud to me. Um, that and the graphics would be the only knock on the game that I have. Um, the soundtrack is amazing. Man, when you getting into those moments where you're getting attacked by those village people and things like that, the soundtrack just gets so intense. It gets my heart racing, man. Like I love the soundtrack to this game. The background noises of this game are insane. Um, like for example, when I mean like the background noise is like um a light swinging or a door opening, like the creak to the door is really sounded well. Again, a light swinging with the yeah, you get what I'm saying. Like the sound of the game makes the game even more intense than what it is. Um, salute to whoever does the soundtrack for Resident Evil 4. It was awesome, man. The gameplay is phenomenal, man. The gameplay I love. I like the melee in this game. You can let off a couple of shots and then run up to the village people that are attacking you and just do a whole fucking roundhouse kick type shit. And then just get really close and personal and just stab them, make it real bloody. I loved it, man. I love that, man. I can't wait to finish this game. This will probably be my go-to solo game for the next couple of weeks. Like I'm so dialed into it, man. Um, I'm loving the story. Again, I don't know where this is going. This is my first time playing this. So I'm super excited. I'm dodging all the spoilers that you guys are posting online. Um, I'm doing everything I can to avoid seeing how this thing is gonna go or end. Some of the puzzles, not some, but just one so far. One was very difficult. Um, I had to figure out how to um take this ball and just make it like lined up with like this figure type thing. It was really odd. It was very difficult. It took me a while. It took me a good 20, 30 minutes. It could just be me. I suck at puzzles. You guys might, might be maestros at puzzles, or whatever, but me not so much. I hate puzzles. But but again, that didn't the graphics and the voiceover of the main character didn't take away to how great that this game is. This game is the gas, man. Like like I liked it so much that I went and I bought the PS4 version of the old one, of the original. Um After I do a playthrough of this remake, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna play the other version and I'm gonna do a comparison and really just see how much that they changed it or didn't change it and let things be. Um at this they also if you're interested in the game, they're gonna be doing some add-ons to it from what I'm hearing. There may be a multiplayer aspect added on to it a little later, like very, very soon. Um, this is a $70 game. Just know that going into it if you don't know. But I gotta say, it is well worth it. From the soundtrack to the gameplay, the action, the adventure. Man, like and I mean the creepiness of this game. Like I gotta say, man, like it's a lot of jump scares in here that I just wasn't prepared for. I would say I like it. I'm really taking my time with this game too. I think one underrated part about this game is the exploration. I'm doing a lot of exploring and finding a lot of things, and they have challenges as well that you can do and get extra XP and things that you can buy um from the what is it called? Oh, the guy that sells all the guns and stuff. I forget his name or what you refer to him as. But yeah, they have challenges like I know one of the challenges was like you had to shoot maybe like 3 rats like in this abandoned building and you got some XP for it. It's just little challenges like that you complete for all the completionists out there that like to do all the things like that. Yeah, so and that really surprised me about how underrated that the exploration is in this game. You really wouldn't think that from a horror game that the exploration would be as dope as it is, but it really is, man. Um, yeah. So if you think about buying this, please go pick it up as soon as you can. I don't know if it'll be on sale soon. I do know that Capcom does put a lot of their games on sale fairly quickly. Them and Ubisoft are notorious for doing that. So if you don't have the cash right now and want to wait maybe like another month, it may be on sale. But right now it does have a $70 price tag. But I gotta say it's worth it. This game is the gas, man. Like, um, I thought that some of the um game reviewers were being a little exaggerant with the tens and stuff, but no, I can totally see how you can give this game a 10. And again, I'm just on chapter 4. I'm taking my time and just playing through with it, and I'm really enjoying it. This is really going to be my solo game that I'm going to be playing for the next couple of weeks, man. Please pick it up if you're thinking about it. Like you heard it here on the Games and Strain podcast from your favorite Stone Gamer. Resident Evil 4 is the gas, man. You know what I mean? From the gameplay to the graphics to the soundtrack to the sounds in the game. You know what I mean? This game has very, very few flaws and a lot of upside. You know what I mean? Yo, man, it's gonna be my show for today. I thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate it, man. Yo, if you ain't subscribed, definitely subscribe. You know what I mean? We got a lot coming. You know what I mean? Not only do I do the Games and Strange podcast, we got the sports podcast, web series, music videos. A lot to offer here on the Skyzone.Society network. You know what I mean? Until the next time we talk, man, y'all know what it is, man. Stay safe and stay gaming.